know, when politicians take the microphone, there is really very little you can do. You start knocking your fingers and wondering why they have forgotten time. But I always say I'm not a politician. I'm a leader. And if you Google, AI will help you to understand the difference between a leader and a politician. Your Excellency, in the morning, just before I invite you, as I was waiting for you, some young men I had seen many years ago here in the city asked me, William, why did you choose that haircut? And, really, I looked at him and I wondered what was wrong with this gentleman. Quickly I thought, and I said, it's just a choice. So when I sat there, when I Googled why was he called His Excellency Governor Koti Moja, I figured it was one jacket he commonly used to talk to the people to vote for him. So don't lose that jacket, my friend. Otherwise, kazi itaenda. So as I was sitting there, Your Excellency, I decided to use AI to check how do you answer someone who asked you how you became bold, so that next time I have an answer. And it says there is that's pretty forward, depending on the context. Anyway, I have a few for you. Just going with the flow, meaning that's how the flow is. I just decided to let my hair be. I've just been embracing my natural style. And the bold took its place. So AI is useful, Your Excellency. And I truly want to say this. If you start now and decide we change our topic and we get these guys to speak, they will only ask for 5 minutes. Then go out there, ChatGPT, quick, do me a speech, and there you get a speech. And now that makes us all look clever, but also sometimes equally stupid, because you will just pick a question and it will give you a question depending on how you framed your question. So it's important, the young men of this world, there's a guy here who said that this is a job or a game for the young. And I'm sure, Your Excellency, that's not true. These guys want to throw you and I out. And I wanted to tell him, I can't remember his name, was Fipi or Sipi, that when I was his age, I had started a cyber cafe opposite the cathedral in Nairobi. And that's where the people of State House, Controller and others used to come and Google, and the first camcorder was in that place. I was your age. I'm now making money again through AI when I'm mzee. So please don't kick us out. You need to be with us. We embrace that you have the energy and you have everything else that is required in this space, but you also need us. We have the data. Let me not say more, Your Excellency, because there's a new rule in town that once your boss is in town, you speak less. So those who took long, they don't recognize you as their boss because they should have talked less. But allow me to warmly welcome you to the Kenya Software AI Summit, a milestone in our national digital transformation journey. Yes, this summit reflects Kenya's evolution from expanding connectivity to building capability and now to measuring the real economic impact of our innovation. Your Excellency, Kenya's ICT sector contributes 8% of the national GDP. However, the specific value of software has never been comprehensively assessed. Our ministry will spearhead a software GDP measurement framework to capture the full contribution of software to employment, exports, and national productivity. Globally, software accounts for 15% of GDP, and that is where we want Kenya to get in the soonest time possible. Your Excellency, the Ministry will also finalize a national framework for software development and quality assurance to elevate the standards of locally developed software. Your Excellency, as you've seen in the exhibitions, around the world, software summits like this one have become catalysts for growth and collaboration. GITEX Africa, that was in Morocco, and hundreds of startups. Bengaluru Technical Summit helped position Karnataka in India as a US $65 billion software hub. LIP Saudi Arabia leveraged its platform to announce over $10 billion in technology investments. Your Excellency, the Ministry will build on its summit outcomes, to prepare Kenya's innovators for GTEx 2026, which will be held here in Nairobi. Participants from this summit will form the core of Kenya's national showcase, presenting homegrown, certified, and export-ready software and AI solutions. In closing, Your Excellency, the Ministry agenda is anchored on data, standards, and impact. This summit lays the foundation for measurable, trusted, and globally competitive software ecosystem. I thank you. And may we be now upstanding to welcome the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Ndugu Musalia Mudavadi.